On a warm October night in 1973, two men stood by the riverbank in Mississippi, fishing under a violet sky. The world around them was still, eerily still. But in a flash, that silence was torn open by something no one could explain. What happened next would become one of the most chilling alien abduction cases in history, the Pascagoula incident. Charles Hickson, a 42-year-old shipyard foreman, and Calvin Parker, just 19, were co-workers seeking a peaceful evening by the river. But fate had a different plan for them. They came to fish, but they would leave forever changed. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a strange buzzing sound filled the air. Then, without warning, a blinding blue light exploded above them. Hovering silently was an object unlike anything built by man. The men couldn't move, paralyzed by fear or by something else. From the craft, strange beings emerged, tall, gray-skinned, with claw-like hands and featureless faces. The creatures glided, not walked toward them. Inside the craft, time unraveled. Charles floated motionless. Calvin panicked as a strange, insect-like eye scanned his body. The walls pulsed like they were alive. There were no buttons, no seams, just cold, humming silence. Without warning, they were back, on the riverbank. Hours had passed, but to them, it felt like minutes. Their bodies ached, their minds reeled. The craft was gone, but the terror remained. In a panic, they drove to the sheriff's office. The officers were skeptical until they left the men alone, secretly recording them. The tape revealed raw fear. "They had us," Charles said, his voice trembling. "They had us all right." News spread fast. Reporters called them crazy. Locals laughed. But neither man changed their story. Calvin tried to disappear. Charles spoke out again and again. Whatever happened that night haunted them forever. Under hypnosis, their stories stayed consistent. Years later, new witnesses came forward, people who also saw strange lights that night. But no one ever found proof, only just fear and memories. Decades later, Calvin broke his silence. He had spent a lifetime trying to forget, but in dreams they still came. "They didn't speak," he said, "but I knew they weren't done." To this day, no one can explain what happened on that riverbank. The Pascagoula abduction remains one of the most credible, most terrifying alien encounters on record. But perhaps some truths aren't meant to be known. We're not alone, and some things don't want to be found.